What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live here on Wednesday night, just before the 8 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. Boy, oh boy, the Miami Dolphins season will be defined tomorrow, Wednesday night, just before the 8. It will be defined tomorrow. The reality is, week 3 into the season, our entire season will be defined tomorrow. I'm going to give y'all some time to come into the room, see if YouTube sends out the notifications. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in. Thank you for your love and support. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Sportscaster at DolphinsTalk.com at TDPHINSTALK. Shout out to the Mod Squad, all the Patreon members, and those who donate to the channel via PayPal, Cash App, and Super Chat when we're live like we are now. Thank you to all of those who hit the like button. Shout out to my brother from another mother, Steve Savane, in the building. Tyreek Huggins, Airborne 2, Andres Negron, Clemente, Shake Money. Everybody, man. Shout out to the Mod Squad in general, man. TW Bluff, I don't know how you don't have a mod, but we're going to mod you up, homie. You've been rocking with us for some time. Man, if the chat can slow down so I can click on your name. There we go. We got it. Add moderator. There we go. We good. But yes, man. But hey, guys, it is what it is. Y'all hit that like button. We already got 2 dislikes. The haters are present. We appreciate them tuning in. You know, they can learn a thing of 3. All the haters can learn a thing of 3, how to actually, talk some truth. But anyway, I appreciate them hitting the dislike button. I see you, G Cloney. Listen, guys, Thursday night football, Miami Dolphins versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's already enough that Miami traditionally struggles on Thursday night football. But our entire season will be defined tomorrow night, I do believe. I believe that our entire season will be defined tomorrow night. And that can either go in the right direction or it can go in the wrong direction. We came into the season, everybody and their mama said that Jacksonville was a guaranteed win. And now, if you're going to be honest and humble about it, we just don't know. We just don't know, man. I hate being put in these situations as a fan of an organization. I really, really, really do hate, how the fans are put in this situation year after year after year. It really, really, really does suck, man. I've said it time and time again that, I'm just tired of losing. I know I get so overly passionate sometimes. I start yelling. I start going off the hinges. But I'm tired of losing, man. I'm tired of standing behind a product that just keeps on losing. Like, we don't deserve that. As fans, we don't deserve that. We don't. We deserve a product on the field that's going to come out and do what football is designed to do, make the fans happy. Shout out to the homie Lieutenant Dan. Say, if we lose tomorrow, might as well tank again for good draft picks. Man, that's just crazy, man. It's crazy that's a real reality, man. We deserve so much better. I mean, I want y'all to really think about it. How do you think the Kansas City Chiefs fans have felt over the last few years? They're getting a part of sports that we're not enjoying. Seattle, even though they've lost in the first round and different stuff like that, they're getting a part of football that we're not. Patriots, constantly. Even Buffalo now. Houston. Green Bay. So many teams, even Dallas with their roller coasters. Rams. Falcons. They're getting something that we aren't as fans, and we haven't gotten for a long time. Even the Chargers, because even if they lose, they at least get to see their future on the field. The Bengals, as trash as they are, they at least get the excitement of watching their future and rooting for it on the field. So many teams, the Ravens fans, look at how they're able to rejoice and enjoy football to the max. When's the last time a Dolphins fan has been able to enjoy the game of football to the max when it comes to regards to their team? This is why, if anything, people say, oh, you got to be patient. We're doing this the right way. Don't play Tua. We've seen this and been here and done that before. We don't even know if the kid's going to be that special. We're hoping he is, and I believe he will, but we don't even know. You want us to go into a situation blindly like we always have. Like we always have. It's ridiculous, man. We deserve better. We deserve more. We deserve to win. And if we can't win, at least show us what our future will start to look like. Tristan, man. People like you confuse me, bro. Don't worry about it. I just blocked you, bro. You ain't got to worry about me being boring. I just blocked you, bro. Peace. Now let's see who's boring. Don't worry about it, James. I took care of Tristan, man. It amazes me. People got something to say. Then why are they here? But listen, man, the Dolphins fans, man, at what point are we going to be fed up? At what point are we going to be fed up, man? It's ridiculous to me. And for so long, I've said this for 2 years now. We keep trying to correct the symptoms instead of the root cause. We keep trying to correct the symptoms instead of the root cause. This goes all the way back, man. Jarvis Landry, Ryan Tannehill, it's so many. Damian Williams, it's so many. Charles Clay, it's so many players that were symptoms of a bigger root cause. And we all as fans jumped on the player. When are we going to realize, man? The Miami Dolphins need to start Tua Tagovailoa ASAP. I don't know what we're doing at this point. ASAP. I really do think that this is the first mistake that this organization is making by not starting this rookie. It's ridiculous, man. Somebody said, to be fair, TD, we have never done it like this before. But guess what? We're already seeing what like this is starting to look like. That's the point. Lieutenant Dan said, our defense is not the problem. They're on the field 90% of the game because our offense is so bad we can't control clock because we go 3 and out literally 10 out of 12 drives a game. We need Tua. And then in a few drives where we're successful and we actually drive down the field, we turn the ball over. And then the only time we want to act like we have any sense on offense is when we're already behind 2 possessions. 2 possessions. That's when we want to act like we have any semblance of sense. It's ridiculous. TD, do you think coaching has some fault? Absolutely. I don't know what Brian Flores is doing by allowing our defensive coordinator to keep calling the game the way that he is. Listen, for the life of me, there shouldn't be any instance where we're not bump and run. And people say, oh, but we'll get killed over the top. That's a lie. Look at Noah. Look at the pass that Diggs got on Noah crossing the field when he caught it on his way out of bounds for like 20-something yards. Noah was 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. Diggs' first move was across the middle. Noah was at a full sprint chasing him across the middle, and Diggs was not faster than Noah. But you're already behind 3 yards because you were 7 yards off the line of scrimmage. You weren't going to win that play because you were 7 yards off the line of scrimmage to begin with. I don't know why people miraculously wanted Noah to just have been faster than Diggs to catch up to him. That ain't typically how the cornerback position is played, to have to always catch up. It's to actually be able to stick with. But if you start to play at a disadvantage, it's hard to recover. Go back and watch the play. Go watch the plays where Noah gets beat. He's 7 to 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, and the receiver doesn't go to him. The receiver heads straight across the field. So you're automatically chasing him, and where you all meet, you end up 3 yards behind him. And you're running stride for stride. He's not separating from you on the route. You're running stride for stride in a trail. So you have the speed to keep up with him, but the positioning and how you start the play was all you lost from the beginning. So people, Noah got smoked all day. No, he put himself out of position from the beginning of the play. They said, I'm telling y'all, Josh Allen's, the game plan was simple. Like, I can read it. If they play you 7 to 10 yards off, we're gonna send a signal on that. And all I want you to do is run a crossing route. Just beeline across the field. You're going to automatically be in a trail position. And all day our receivers were chasing them across the field. There was no straight go routes happening. There weren't no easy comeback routes happening. They're taking advantage of the most basic fundamental of football. We automatically got an advantage from the line of scrimmage if you're going to play 7 to 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. And people don't realize 7 yards off the line of scrimmage is 21 feet. There are 3 feet in a yard. 3 whole feet in a yard. 3. When you're 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, that is 15 feet. And when the guy runs straight across the field, you're in a trail position. That's a guaranteed reception. These guys, most of the time, these guys weren't getting smoked. They were just starting to play out of position. And then you see some plays where the defensive coordinator finally figures it out and they're bump and run, and they go to the run. They audible and they go to the run. They go to the run. And this is not a Miami Dolphin issue. This is an NFL issue. They're doing this all across the league. You see this, the easy completions during the game. 7-yard slant. It's a guarantee because you're 10 yards off. Catch, you're fine. And only because I slowed down to catch the ball, then you tackle me. But that's a guarantee. At what point are we going to say we pay y'all enough money to get in their face at a max, be 3 feet off? Be 3 yards off. At a max, be 3 yards off. At a max. And let them put their arm on them and feel them out and run stride for stride with them. The quarterback's going to see a guy that's covered. He may not go there. And if he does, he knows that he has to be even more perfect. I'm tired of these quarterbacks throwing these balls that don't even look accurate, so they just float it up. And the receiver not running in stride and catching it in stride, they're slowing down or they're looking back. These quarterbacks ain't accurate. We making them look accurate because they killing us. Josh Allen just floating it in the air. I'm like, is this going to be a pick? It's up there. He hanging it high because there's so much separation. He can do that. secondary is we need to put them in bump and run coverage on every single freaking play. Make them earn their freaking money. You got play. Man, there be teams in the NFC that I'll be watching do this mess, man, and they be out there banging and clashing and getting turnovers and making it hard on offenses. And I'm like, gosh, why do they just play at a different speed than what we look like? They out here, if you beat me, it's a tough catch and we struggling and we fighting. I'd rather get pass interferences all day, 15 at a time, than sitting here getting smoked across the field, 8 completions in a row. That's demoralizing for these players. It's like the most common sense thing. It's crazy. It'd be like 3rd and 4, and the outside receiver literally got a cornerback that's 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. The receiver on the 20 and the DB on the 30. Do people know that? Oh my gosh. 10 yards. Do you know that that's 30 feet? For the life of me, man. And they kill us with these simple plays. And they get yards after the catch. Like, this is common sense. And people say, well, you don't want to get beat over the top. If you bump and run, you can devote more to the box because the ball has to come out early if you're sending a blitz. The ball has to come out early when you're sending a blitz. Make it hard-fought football. If you want to beat us, then we have to make a mistake like our defender fell down from the beginning. We don't put our hands on a single receiver. We don't. Y'all notice that? It's teams in this league, they up in your face. Soon as that ball hike, they bam, jamming you. We don't put our hands on a single receiver. We don't put our hands on not one receiver. It makes no sense. And you got these guys, oh my gosh, like, I'm tired of it, man. We need an aggressive defense. Send 6 and put man-to-man across the board, bump and run. Or send 5 on every play. Create some one-on-one battles. Single high safety, one-on-one, send everybody else, and let that safety be help side and the spy on the quarterback. And stop playing the safety so deep. It ain't working anyway. In 2 weeks, we done had one pass go over the top. And we look so discombobulated on that play, it don't matter anyway. Like literally, I believe there was literally one attempt by both teams, which was Josh Allen, who threw, when he threw that touchdown, that was the only pass that went over the top. And we were so discombobulated on that, it didn't matter anyway. It didn't matter anyway. We do not need a deep safety. Put that guy literally closer, at least 5 yards closer to the box. Byron Jones ain't playing this week. We know that. Byron Jones is not playing this week. And one suggestion, and I hope they actually execute this suggestion because it actually would help us. They need to put Bobby McCain back in the nickel. And I'm not even saying that because of how he's played at safety. Some of y'all hate him at safety, but I'm not even knocking his play at safety. I think that he's actually been doing a good job with the position that they've been putting him in. So freaking deep. All these catches in the middle and he got to run up to make the tackle. He already so deep. But the crazy thing is, we know he's going to be better at the nickel. He was rated the top nickel in the league when we paid him. That year we paid Bobby McCain his new contract, gave him his big money in relation for the nickel. He was the number one rated nickel in the league. Then we moved him to safety. I said, hey, new coach, hey, they may see something I don't. They respect his talent and feel like, hey, we need to work him out there. Mika bailed on us, so I can see that. But at this point, man, it's counterproductive. Put the man back at the nickel. Let Nick Needham be the backup corner. Let Noah and Xavier Howard play the boundaries. And let Needham be the backup to spare all of those guys. You need to put Jones back there at the safety position. Now, I know, and they said they may even work Jones at the nickel. Listen, put Bobby at the nickel, put Jones at the safety, and let those guys be on the boundary and let Needham be their backup across the board except the safety. Bobby going to guard those crossing routes. Bobby going to be with you. He going to be all in that box having fun against those slot receivers. Bobby can get that done. You'll hear his name a lot more making plays. You'll hear his name a whole lot more making plays in the nickel. Teams aren't neglecting going deep because Bobby back there. They neglecting to go deep because you got good corners that can cover laterally. When I meant vertically, I said laterally. They're taking advantage of the short passes in the middle of the field and the deep passes in the middle of the field because Bobby's playing too deep at safety, and people stop blaming Bobby for playing too deep at safety. That's where they have him aligned. Because you can't tell me Bobby goes out there every play and the coach is like, you're 8 feet too deep. And he's like, oh, well, let me keep going. No, that's how they want him aligned. That's about where they want him. That's where they want his depth. And according to Brian Flores, even though Xavier Howard is still on the injury report, he says that Xavier Howard is healthy. He says if he wasn't healthy, we wouldn't have him out there. We just need to cover better. Those were Flores' words. He's healthy. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be out there. We all just need to cover better. That's what he said. So if what he says is true, I don't even want to believe that. I want to believe X is still just hurt pretty bad, and that's why he looks so sluggish. That's what I want to believe. I don't know. And maybe he's just getting more and more acclimated back into it since it's been a while, right? Right? You know, we're going to make some excuses for X right now. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, he needs him. I am going to willingly make an excuse for Xavier Howard right now because he needs him. He needs him. He needs the excuses right now. First and foremost, we need to D these guys up man to man. We need to D them up man-to-man in the box, bump and run. Bump and run coverage. It's that simple. But watch tomorrow night. I'm going to be sitting there calling plays, saying, okay, we got the corners once again 7 to 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, giving too much cushion. Watch tomorrow night. Mark my words. Mark my words. Somebody said, TD, where's your Bills jersey? He said he was sending it to me, but then he hit me up and said he was going to show me mercy. And trust me, I'm taking that mercy. He will talk about it tonight on the show. In about an hour from now, we'll be live. In an hour from now, we will be live. AFC Roundtable on Master at Works channel. Y'all already know. I'll send y'all the link. How are we going to play $80 million on our defense and they're so trash? We're not paying $80 million on a trash defense. We're paying $80 million and not putting it in the right position. It's no difference from buying a Ferrari but never drive it. It's like buying a Ferrari but not driving it. It don't mean the Ferrari is trash. Why buy it if you ain't going to use it? I refuse to say that our defense is trash. I really do believe we have a great defense from a personnel standpoint. But we sitting there scared to drive it with full coverage insurance and all. We got the insurance on it, the best gas, full detail every week. People come by to detail the car. They be like, all right, I'll be done in an hour. They don't do nothing. And they be like, all right, I'm done. You go look out. Yeah, it look cleaner. Ain't did nothing. That's what's happening. We babysitting. Got these guys playing with cushion coverage and everything. It's just trash, man. And the crazy thing is, Buffalo ran over 30 pick plays on us, but all of them were legal. Do you know why a pick play is legal? Because the guy never had to run to you and block you off. He just had to run his regular route because the outside receiver always trying to get around two guys to catch up to his guy because he's already out of position. But if you're in a bump and run and you following him from the get-go and you on his hip and you get bumped, you're going to get the flag. They ran pick play after pick play after pick play, and they were all legal. And the only way a pick play is legal is if the separation is already there. The referee's like, even if he didn't pick him, it wouldn't have mattered. He was already trailing on the play. Go watch the film. Literally, pick play after pick play after pick play. The inside guy playing bump and run. He runs a go route on the outside, and the outside guy is going straight across the field, and our outside corner is like, oh, y'all hurry up and get by. I got to go catch up to my man. It's ridiculous. We just out of position. Put these guys on the line of scrimmage and show us how good they are. All this bend but don't break. We bending, breaking, melting. It's crazy. We doing it all. Bend but don't break. No, you giving up everything. If I was these players, I wouldn't even want to play in this trash, man. I'll be telling them, man, I ain't going to be sitting here playing that cushion coverage. Train me. Train me like Minka where I can go do my thing and show that I'm a good corner. Or maybe they like it this way. I don't know. Maybe these corners like it's what the coaches are telling us we're doing what they're asking. It's trash, man. That's some trash, man. TD, you've been right about X, but no pass rush is a bigger issue. Listen. I'm going to be honest. This whole notion of no pass rush, I think it's unfair, bro. I really do think it's unfair. Let me explain. We're actually, first of all, no team is literally in the backfield every single play unless your O-line is just, unless the O-line is just trash. Okay? Believe it or not, we've actually started to generate pressure. Josh Allen has had to roll out of that pocket many times. What you have to understand is pressure isn't just sacks. Everybody want to see it from a sack standpoint. You have to be able to make the quarterback get out of his comfort zone, roll out so that you cut the field in half, and you make it harder that way. It doesn't mean they're still not gonna convert on the play, but our pressure towards the quarterback has actually gotten a little better from week 1 to week 2, and I look for it to continue to get better. Come on, man. I mean, what? It'd be like, it's a guess for me, it'd be like 70 offensive plays. Do you know that if a team can create pressure on 15 of those, that is successful? But we don't count that. If we put pressure on Josh Allen and he rolled to the right and complete the 6-yard pass, we never even recognize that it was pressure. If Josh Allen rolls out and takes off and start running and he runs for the first down and gets 12 yards, we don't count that as pressure because they were successful on the play. But when I look at the defense, we have actually gotten pressure on Josh Allen, not Cam Newton, not at all, non-existent. But Josh Allen, we got pressure on. But what y'all also have to understand is teams are getting just as much pressure on us as we're getting on them. Our offensive line has looked good. But what kind of pressure do you want if we send 4 and they got 7 guys blocking? What kind of pressure do you want? They got 7 guys blocking and we got 4 guys rushing. We got 5 guys rushing and they still got 7 guys blocking. What kind of pressure? Do you know that some teams are running a basic offense against us and making it work? They're like for instance, quarterback under center, single deep running back, 1 receiver deep wide to the left, 1 receiver wide to the right. 7-man line of scrimmage. What does that spell to you? Run, run, run. Play is hyped. The handoff look like it's coming to the left. All 3 linebackers and linemen shifting to the left. Now you got 1 high safety, 2 corners, and they chasing guys on crossing routes. And Josh Allen pulled the ball. He's back to pass. We're already headed in one direction. You're not going to have – this is what Tennessee does. That's why Tannehill is being so successful. Because they'll run a 6-7-man line of scrimmage. They'll fake the run. All the linebackers sucked in. He's back to pass because they're already defeated. They're going for the run. In the offensive line know it's a pass. So as soon as they realize it's a pass, they stop, build a wall. And now the quarterback back there chilling, waiting on those crossing routes. And we already give him 10-yard cushion. So he waiting on both of them to cross. Which one more wide open? That one. And the safety can't do nothing about a crossing route. He's stuck in the middle watching both of them come his way like, yeah. Oh, they keep going. Which one do I go to? 2-man route. Teams are running 2-man routes on us. Faking the running back, sucking in the linebackers, whole middle of the field open. And rendering the safety useless. Safety don't know where to go. He got a receiver over here and a receiver over there coming straight at him. So he's staying still like he should. But he's noticing, oh, they finna cross. Who do I go with? Well, he's burning him more, so let me go with him. But he's still getting burnt. So they throw that way. It's ridiculous. And this is what you get when you don't have bump and run on the outside. Go look at all those plays across the middle. Linebackers are all underneath sucked into the play. But y'all talking about pass rush. This is why Tannehill don't get sacked in Tennessee. This is why he's successful in Tennessee. Because if you run a 7-man offensive line, it really does look like a run play. The probability of it being a run is high. And you do run it out of that sometimes. And you fake the handoff. If everybody going one way for the run, you already ain't going to create a pass rush on that play action. Now you're like, oh, I got to recover. Come on. So non-existent pass rush because they killing us with these fake handoffs. And we're sucking into it. And the corners are already out of position. Teams are doing that play after play after play. It's ridiculous, man. That's why I say every time, 5-man defensive front, 2 DNs, 3 tackles in the middle, and tight in the middle. Nothing comes in the middle. They got to go through this gap or that gap, and that's going to give better vision for the linebackers to be able to close up. And if you got 3 tackles in the middle, stay fast, they going to blow it up, and they can create penetration to even interrupt some of them runs. The only thing you got to worry about in that situation is them getting around the corner, but if our defensive ends do their job and set the edge, zero concern. Zero concern. It's that simple, man. But hey, who am I? Who am I? Just some guy sitting here talking to y'all on YouTube, telling you about football, and they know more, even though what they know more of ain't working. They know more. You know, you should trust the coaches that's been doing it their whole life over a guy like me, even though they go out there every week and look like shams. Look like straight shams, man. Just trash, man, the product that they put on the field. And I am steadfast on the fact that it is not our personnel. It is not our personnel. Now, don't get me wrong. These guys can make better plays and they can do more, but we already at a disadvantage. I can sit there and watch the game and say, look, if they ran this right now, they'd have it all day. And so many times y'all see me live and they ran it. Wow, look. I mean, this ain't rocket science. Somebody said, why don't we run pick plays then? Because guess what? Everybody ain't playing so far back on us. And then even if they playing far back on us, it's only because we predictable in the fact that Parker and them ain't running crossing routes. Parker and Preston ain't running crossing routes. I don't even see that in the works. Hello? Okay. All right. My bad, y'all. I need to check on my little one, man. Anyway, man, I'm going to end it right there, man. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I'm just going to go back and forth about this crap. Man, y'all check us tonight, Master of Works channel. I'm going to put the link in the community tab. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, man. I'm out, man. I'll see y'all soon.